I'm on both Substack and TikTok here. My husband's on his way home, so you may hear me step away for a moment when he does. He worked an open to close today, so he deserves a little attention when he gets here. One second. So looking forward to a relatively I've officially been diagnosed with both autism and ADHD. Lighting is better on TikTok. I'm also using my iPhone with the TikTok and my shit phone with the Substack, so it's probably making a difference. Woohoo! Uh, for my sanity tonight, I'm not gonna do request ups. I do see your thingy, but I'm gonna get too overwhelmed if I try doing all that shit. So everything will be in chat form tonight. Um, that's just for my own sanity purposes. I am so I bite. I bite. Everything's fine. It's fine. Oh my god, a ghost. Okay. Sounds like my husband is literally just now walking or pulling in the driveway. I mean. Okay. Rhea, I had you down for a paid reading. Which kind do you want? Nightmare Before Christmas, Hot Zero, Cats, Supernatural, Memento Mori, or regular? And then Lily, I have you down for a paid reading as well as my mod. So you're number 2. I got my 2 mods in here. That'll also give you guys a preview of what a paid reading looks like and if you would like one or not. I'm also doing the free readings tonight, folks. It's not just the paid. So don't forget to like, do the sharing thing, all the stuff that puts me up to the For You page. I got a whopping $7 from TikTok this week. Alrighty. Let's start with the pod. Kind of enjoying the angle on the Substack one, but I don't know if I trust that holder very well over this test board. It may or may not fall. We'll find out. So this one is for Rhea. Hey, honey. Right, my husband got home. You're gonna have to wait 1 minute. Oh, thank you for being patient, folks. My husband just got off a 14-hour shift, so I wanted to at least give him a welcome home. Hi, welcome. To get a reading, you just let me know which tarot deck you would like. And if you would like a paid reading, the menu for that is in my profile. So you can just go to my profile and see the pinned. My cat's getting in the show. To me, either needs to go in the basement or go outside. You need me, brother? All right. I gotta get to you. Go take advantage of that. Yeah, 3 pack. That's baby girl twice today. That's all I'm actually hearing. Sorry about that. I forgot the microphone was on me and not over here listening to music. Oh my god. I'd much rather watch me laugh than the president. I don't blame you. I'd much rather watch me laugh than you say there too. Okay, let me check something real quick. Okay, I was just making sure. There we go. So this is for Rhea. Yes, 14 hours. For $25, you got it. We can do that. Let me get through. I have 2 paid readings in front of you. And then after, is that this the skip to the front of the line one? Or I need to remember what my own menu is. I think that's the skip to the front line one. Yep, this one is Rhea's. And then I can do yours for, is that, yell at me if I don't say your name right. You'll have to skip the 25-minute reading? Yeah, I can absolutely do that. It's up to you if you want to do that live or if you would rather do that privately. So you just let me know. And then again, yell at me if I say your name wrong. Is that Tia time? This is for Raya. Now that I'm not distracted. Taya. Thank you. Okay, so for Raya, you've got the 6 of Pipes. This is saying move on. That's the 6 of Pipes is the 6 of Swords. That's the one where they're in moving from rougher waters to smoother waters. This is the moving on card, kind of in that weird place. So that might be where you're kind of at right now, feeling that rougher waters. The Ace of Pipes reverse, so more swords, is hitting with the truth. Slower movement, a lack of movement, stalled movements, etc. And I'm going to read out of the guidebook. Then you have the 10 of Joints reversed, feeling overwhelmed. What do we have? Thank you, honey. Then we have the Chariot reversed, which goes again into that stalled movement. Not going anywhere. Right now, I feel like I'm just telling you shit that you already know, but that's what happens when you ask for the same reading over and over. Then we have the Four of Pipes reversed, a forced rest. Feeling burnt out, but in reference to relationship, it could be, a I don't wanna use the word silent treatment, but just a lack of communication. And then we have the 10 of Buds, which is kind of like saving for the future. Could recommend, or could point out that you could be going towards let me rephrase that. My mind is all a jumble here, it's like with 3 different people talking over each other in my head. Imagine this like what is not happening today, you are saving for the future. For the past, you have the sun, the feeling of joy and excitement of starting something new. And the future is the 3 of Buds, which could be a reconnection for the future. So I do think it's interesting you have Buds for your outcome card and your future card, and the sun for your past. This is all very bright and happy. This is all the anxieties you have around what's happening. All right, so let me go through the guidebook real quick. And then Tayo is after that, and then, or wait, I will get in order in a minute. Ooh, I'm not stoned enough for this shit. It's been a long day, folks. That's a little better. The and then Tayo. Oh god, I'm trying not to cough in your ear. Mm, failure. Okay, there we go. I can breathe again. I'm gonna go yeah, let's start with your past. Pop this back up here so you can actually hear me. So your past card is the Sun, and this is for Rhea. I love this card. There is no more positive, optimistic card in the tarot deck than the Sun, which beautifully shines its promise of warmth and light across all who survey it. If it's good vibes you've been seeking, this is a sign you're on the right path. Focus on relationships and activities that bring you joy. So in the past, it was bringing you joy. No worries, Taya, take your time. As a stay-at-home mom, sometimes I have to walk away and wipe a butt or feed a baby with my boob. I understand if you have to walk away for a moment. You guys are patient with me. I will always be patient with you. If you guys have to step out, you still retain your spot in line. Just come on back when you can. Speaking of, Ace Pirate had to walk out the other night, I think, and didn't get a chance to get their reading. So if anybody sees Ace Pirate, please let me know so I can make sure that they get their reading tonight. Six of Pipes is what started off your spread. It says, it is a time of transition and you're no stranger to taking trips to unknown destinations. Sometimes a fresh start is the only option. Rest assured, the universe rewards forward progress. So it's a little bit of letting go, a little bit of recognizing where you want to go. Then you have the Ace of Pipes reverse. Reversed, this card warns that the new ideas you're grappling with may not be fully cooked. This is not a time for quick action, but for reflection and consideration. Be on high alert for conflicts and arguments, especially those you can't win. I think this is especially talking about arguments you can't win in your brain, conflicts you've created possibly in your own mind, creating scenarios that have not actually taken place yet. Wrapping yourself up in too much can make you feel as overwhelmed as if you were actually in all of those situations. Could also be that. You're going to get an all around view, girl. At first glance, the reverse Ten of Joints symbolizes the same sense of being overcome as it does upright. In this presentation, though, the burden might be more perceived than real. It falls to you to ease your own burdens. No one can help if they don't know you need it, and you're already doing that. This is where you have actually taken the steps you need to get the evaluations, to talk to your doctor, to talk with your family and say, hey, I need some extra support. You've done that work. So this is all in the background. And they're contributing to everything going on in your present. The Chariot reversed. The Chariot has a tendency to get in its own way. Check the egos around you, especially your own. Are you really letting self-will run riot? It leads only to delays and disruptions on the road. And thank you all for the likes, shares, and follows. It really does help me out. I do appreciate it. I got a whole $7 from TikTok this week. I'm just high rolling now. Ain't no stopping now. The Four of Pipes reversed. In this presentation, the Four of Pipes isn't kidding around about taking a break. The universe may even force one upon you, reminding you you're not always in charge here. Listen to your higher power, self, supreme being, what have you, and go with the flow. Just don't squander this space. Make the most of your downtime or uptime. In clouds. Then we have the 10 of Buds. Oh, 1 second. Now that your leaves are harvested and dry, your sense of accomplishment is well earned. The wealth you've accumulated in whatever form it may take means you can enjoy long-term security. All your needs are met, and your financial struggles may be at their end. Remember to be as generous as others have been to you. So this is kind of your outcome part of your present, and this is everything that's behind your present. So all of that stuff is mostly either in your head or stuff you're already dealing with. And it's just weighing heavy on your heart. So don't be so hard on yourself. Find ways to let all that out. And just remember, all of this is leading to a positive moment for the future. You are saving for a rainy day here. You still have the sun of your past. You're saving for the future. Speaking of, that lands with the 3 of Buds. Few things are more rewarding than mastering a craft. Oh my God, I forgot what this card was. Ah, you're going to laugh. Such as grinding the bud and rolling the perfect J. It takes time, patience, and practice. It's time to let your talents shine. Your creativity and ingenuity will be well met. And I gotta show you that. Wait, there we go. Rolling the perfect J. uh, so I think again, the outcome has not really changed from the last time you really asked. It's still a positive outcome. Yeah, girl, it might not be till next year. Girl, right now you are saving for the future. This is saying be patient. All of this stalled energy is temporary. So that is what a $5 to $10 pyramid spread looks like for those who have never seen my tarot readings before. Rocky Start, because I wasn't as stoned as I really should be. Lily, are you still here? Girl. Well, she might have had to walk away. Is Kaya here still? She said she'd be back. All right. Anybody else on the list here? We can do anything from free to a $5 pyramid all the way up to a $25 or more if you're feeling generous. I'll always accept more. My free tarot readings are past, present, future, and advice cards. So you get 4 cards for a free one. A $5 to $10 is a pyramid spread like the one you just saw for Rhea. Hi, Taya. Welcome back. Oh, wait, no, is that not? No, that's a different person. Never mind. I was Tatiana, wasn't it? I misread because I was looking very quickly. How do you sign up? Well, if you want a free one, you just drop an emoji for which tarot deck you'd like. If you'd like a paid one, you can send me a Mo then or an app of cash. And my app for that is in my profile. I'm also going to be doing a true love spell. I need to finish that up. That's probably going to be finished up tomorrow. I'm going to be recording that. I picked out one of my candles I'm going to use to seal it on top. And I had to get some of my crystals and herbs. So I've got 4 tarot decks. My regular one, like this. It's just your standard Smith Rider-Waite. It's just a cheap deck I got from Amazon years ago. Nothing too fancy. So there's my standard one. The Orange King has fallen. Got to my cat tarot deck. These are so cute. Y'all just on my pop tarot deck. Nightmare Before Christmas. Jack Skellington. My Memento Mori is the same as my regular Smith Rider-Waite, but it's like different colored with skeletons. And then I have my Supernatural one. So, those are all the tarot decks I got. And again, I am doing free tarot readings tonight because you can still tap and engage and comment and share, and that does help me out. Already at 1,000 already. Thank you, thank you. So just let me know which tarot deck if you would like to get in line for either a free or paid tarot reading. I think I see a Cash App there. Yep, I see a $5 one. I got you. Raise your hand if you just sent me that $5 because I don't want to say a name that's not on. Hi, welcome. I just got the $5 one, and I just want to make sure that I get the right person for that $5. Yep, I think that was you. So I have the Mo of Ven or the App of Cash. TikTok is weird. The one that I just received, it's the name started with an L. So want to make sure that I get the right person for that, but I don't want to out people's real names, and often money places give real names. So absolutely, App of Cash is my personal preferred, and the tag is the What Up Witches, same as what's up here, and it's in my bio as well. Yep, that's the one. Then Mayu, yep, that's the one that I had for $5. So you are behind Taya. I just want to make sure I get everybody in order for which they requested. And thank you again, all, for likes, shares, and any kind of participation. It is all extremely helpful. I'm keeping an eye on my notifications so that I can know who sends what when. For Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I like to make sure that I get people, generally speaking, in order. And I will also make sure payments go through. I'll confirm when I receive them. Also, after the fact, when we, hang up on the live, when I go through, I will heart your sent thing to let you guys know that yes, I did receive it. Yes, it came through, and thank you so much. So, Lynn Mayu, just let me know and yell at me if I say your name wrong. Say your name's wrong. Oh my God. Let me know which tarot deck you'd like, and I'm happy to get started. You can let me know if you have a particular question or if you want me to leave it up to fate. So thank you. And then I'm just going to show again for those who have not seen them. I have my regular tarot deck, my supernatural tarot deck. How do we get rid of Trump? I love that question. Thank you for asking me such an awesome question that benefits everybody. This is The Nightmare Before Christmas. I see the scent. Let me just double check that I got that. I did, in fact, get that from Taya. Thank you so much. And I'm writing that down. Let me know which. Okay, random decks for Lin Mayu. Random. And Taya, same thing. Just let me know if you have a preference. Again, Top Tarot deck is another one. Top Tarot deck. And Maya said random. I'm just showing off the ones we've got. I'm gonna go with my cat tarot deck. It's one of my favorites, and as my name is Kitty, it's actually Caitlin, but when I was a kid, my name was Kitty Cat Caitlin. So Kitty is still technically part of my name. These are so cute. And the question is, how do we get rid of Trump? This might be my favorite question I've ever been asked. And just for clarification, you can either ask me any question you specifically have about yourself, about anything, or you can say, leave it up to my intuition, and I give you what I give you. It is entirely up to you. I'm finding it so very funny that you asked me this question because I did an orange candle for tonight. I don't know why I did an orange candle. So how do we get rid of Trump? I could not have fucking planned that better. I could not have planned that. The devil. The devil. Reverse. Holy fucking shit. I don't even think I have to say anything on that card. I will wait till I read my guidebook and then I'll give my full interpretation. That was beautiful. That was absolutely gorgeous. Ooh, okay. The Three of Swords reverse. That's usually about healing from heartbreak. So I wonder if we're about to heal from a fallen king, King of Swords. He's even orange. Oh my God. That was too fucking funny. Feeling the betrayal. Oh my God, the red hearts, the MAGA betraying him or feeling betrayed by him. Oh my fucking God, I can't. I already can't with this. I was like, oh, holy shit. The sun came out. The sun came out upside down, but the sun came out. All upside down cards too. His world was falling apart. $5 well spent. Thank you. That first card alone, I think, was the $5 well spent. That just came right out. I could not have planned that any better. I could not have done that on purpose if I tried. That was gorgeous. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, it looks like we're about to be offered a way out. At least maybe. My personal feeling on the subject. My grandmother died of Alzheimer's. You don't have to say sorry. She was a horrible homophobic person. I mean, I loved her because she was my grandma and she was good to me when I was a child, but she was a racist, homophobic asshole. So I was not horribly upset when she finally passed away. Um, she died of Alzheimer's, and if I were to bet money, I would almost guarantee that he's either going to be bedridden or will need to be replaced by JD Vance before the end of January. And I think the only thing they're waiting on is January 20th so that they can say he had a full year in office before JD Vance has to replace him. My second guarantee is that he will probably be gone by Valentine's Day. Have you seen how fucking jaundiced he looks? His liver's failing, on top of his heart failure, on top of his dementia, on top of his swollen cankles. He dying. There's no coming back from it. He dying. So that is my personal belief, is that we have until like February before the big beautiful obituary. 10 of Cups reversed is the outcome card for the present. Past Is the moon reversed? Secrets revealed. Yes, they're memorializing him. I swear to God, the FIFA Cup of the future is temperance reversed. Ooh, that's saying now is the time to act. Interesting. I genuinely believe like that FIFA Peace Prize cup that they gave him was basically Make-A-Wish Foundation. I swear to God. Ooh, my hubby has some fresh brown flour for me down in the basement. Let me read this and then I will go take my hits so I can come up and be nice and pretty. I do think Vance will be better. Ohio in here, he's coming from my state. So I have a little bit of extra information on how popular he is, and it's basically none. But yes, totally. It was a Make-A-Wish thing for him to get a Nobel Peace Prize. He's freaking big, beautiful obituary coming soon, swear to God. Starting off with the past, we have the moon. At night, we do our best work, dream, recharge, or run madly around the room, knocking things over. Dementia. The moon waxes and wanes, as do fear, confusion, and unhappiness. If no moon shines tonight, remember that it will again soon, and the sun will rise in just a few hours. He's sundowning. Over and over, he's sundowning. I will wizard time after I read this. This person spent money on me. I am reading the things first, and then I will come down and do wizard time. Sir, thank you. Thank you for the wizard time. I'll be down there soon. Love you. So this is his sundowning. Constant sundowning, and everybody's noticing it. The devil. The one we started off with, yeah, I can't get over that. We started with the devil, by the way, which is number 15, and we end with temperance, which is number 14. Just saying. Like most dogs, the devil is all bark and no bite. The dog's gentle expression and uplifted paw represent the lure of more base desires, such as slobbering and tail wagging. The leash around the dog's neck symbolizes how we are held in bondage, slaves to our own self-destructive instincts. Yet, looking closely, you can see that the leash is actually quite loose. The dog could free itself if it tried, but it is a dog, and therefore incapable. I'm so mute. And then the reverse, turned around, it's even more obvious how easily the leash can be escaped. There is hope. The dog can break free as we detach from our destructive patterns and scamper off. Go on, dog, scamper off. I can't. Oh my God. Best $5 I've ever earned in my life. Oh my God. Do I even have to say anything on that card? I can, but I don't think I need to. Not you. Jesus, honey. Okay. Then we have the Three of Swords. This card represents the intersection of our hearts and our intellects. Upside down, this card portends forgiveness, healing, and even a little optimism. That fluffy heart-shaped toy is surprisingly resilient. The pain isn't absent. It hasn't been avoided. Feelings have been shared, and reconciliation is on the horizon. I don't know if any of you are following the former MAGA people that are waking up and sharing their experiences, but that's what this card feels like. That's what this card feels like, is all of those former MAGA who are waking up, who are learning, who are growing themselves. And I'm not saying we all have to give them and open our arms to people who have harmed us, but people like me who are privileged enough are following these people. And I'm watching their journeys. And I'm sharing my information with them. And I'm telling them, hey, follow Knitting Cult Lady. Follow this person. Follow that person. And they're responding. And they're learning. And it's crazy to watch in real time. Then we have the King of Swords reversed. The king is falling. King is falling. Wait, is his thing over yet, or is he still rambling? He's probably sundowning so hard, and he's probably so cold if he's outside. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck he's doing inside or outside, but he's probably sundowning hard right now. The King of Swords is intellectual and analytical, in the service of finding a solution. Clear communication is his strong suit. That doesn't mean he's beyond chasing a butterfly or two. Upside down, the King of Swords reflects a loss of self-control and mental discipline, which is leading to dysfunction and chaos. Not to mention a complete lack of power. Not just sarcastic and critical, the king can be downright sadistic. Aaron already recapped it, just posted a summary, lies, lies, lies. We didn't expect anything different. So he's demented as fuck. Sundowning. All the sundowning. A literal look at that, a visual representation of sundowning. The sun provides a backdrop to the cat on whom it rises and sets. Creativity, possibility, and power can also be used to wound and destroy. Trying not to burp in your ears. Remember that you're the one with teeth and claws. Use them wisely. The reverse sun also reminds the lonely lion to reach out to others. Pride means others. Go find yours. I think this is also about us as the collective to be optimistic that the sundowner, the sun is about to set on his time and it will rise with another. Basically, we are the people, we hold the power, and we are the ones with the teeth and the claws. He has dentures and he's got practically no fingernails and they're brittle. Yeah. I'm not going to finish the sentence. You could do it. The Ace of Pentacles. I thought it was a page for a second. Ace of Pentacles. This is a really, really optimistic card. Aces are about new beginnings and gifts, and this one is especially fortuitous. Good things lie ahead. Happiness, contentment, and getting your paws on what you desire. Oh, thank fuck. If you have a specific goal in mind, it's a good time to move forward. Just remember, when a hand reaches out to offer you a gift, don't bite it. This is about JD Vance. Do not freak out over JD Vance. He's not going to be worse, I guarantee it. Imagine all of the fucking couch jokes, literally, the couch fucker jokes that we are going to get to make every single goddamn day. And he gets so flustered so easy. And he turns into a little red tomato on the stand. He is going to be the most hilarious president because we're going to be able to poke so much fun at him and bully him for the remainder of the term, to the point where I don't think he's going to want to run. So do not bite the hand that is offering you this wonderful gift that is a James Donald Bowman presidency. I genuinely can't wait. You are not wrong in being terrified either way. Having anybody in this administration in office is fucking horrible for all of us who are not cisgendered white men. Period. End of story. And as you go down that horrible hierarchy that the patriarchy has put us in, the worse it gets for you, no matter what. But I am hopeful that once the cult of MAGA has disintegrated with the death of its leader, then it will be a lot easier to get through more progressive legislation, especially post-midterm. So I am very much looking forward to the future, and I'm trying to use my privilege in ways that I can for those that can't, because I feel you. Like, for example, I am homeschooling my fucking kids because as a bisexual woman myself, even though I have two little white kids, the chances of them being part of the legitimate equa is pretty damn high. And I'm not putting them in schools where we have anti-trans bathroom legislation where they have to make sure my boy is a boy before they go in the boys' bathroom. Not doing it. Fuck that shit. I'm homeschooling until Ohio gets its shit together with their public education system. Anyway, sorry, I went off on a tirade there. I didn't mean to do that. Let's face it, 10 cups is a lot for one alone. The alignment of beautiful bowls can be in there. The alignment of beautiful bowls can be a protective barrier above your head or something to keep an eye on. The prettiest bowls still hurt when they tumble. Those towering, colorful rewards might actually be standing in the way of true happiness. Don't ignore the potential for problems. Hash it out once and for all and make sure everything is sturdy and authentic. Concerns won't go away on their own. Basically, even after he's gone, we still have to do the work. We can't let down our guard. We have to fight back harder. Temperance is our future. After this, I'm going to take a quick break, run down to my basement and cough my head off, and then I'll be back. Temperance reminds us that damn cats. Is that my husband playing with the cat or is that the cat outside? Jesus Christ. Fuck. Scared the shit out of me. Sorry about that. Don't be so hard on yourselves. It's hard not to. Basically, go listen to an audiobook. It helps. Or enjoy the fact that The Devil came out hilariously, and Temperance reminds us that nothing is more satisfying than exercising self-restraint, except perhaps where fish are concerned. Upside down, the card invites you to consider what aspects of your life are out of balance. What actions feel too fast, too impulsive? Sometimes it's best to dip a toe in before you dive in. So I think truth has been revealed about his mental state, his constant sundowning. He's going down health wise, politically, everything. The cult of MAGA is about to be done. As a matter of fact, people in MAGA have actually started to come out and are already starting their healing journey. On top of that, the king, the sadistic king over here, has just shown us exactly who he is all year long. He is constantly sundowning, and we are the ones who are about to fight for a better future. As a matter of fact, we have to remember to be grateful when the time is presented with an easier foe to face. Just because they're still our enemy doesn't mean we shouldn't celebrate the fact that at least we are going from a level 10 boss to a level 2. We can't get complacent. We have to still be able to protect ourselves and each other and continue to work hard for the future we desire. And we have to think before we act. We cannot just dive on in head first. We have to make a plan. We have to organize. And once we do that, we can do anything we need. This is especially true when it comes to the midterms. So this right now is talking about the midterms. It is the perfect time to get out there. If you have been thinking for running for office, get out there. If you have been thinking for getting involved in politics in general, reach out to your local DNC, or hell, even if you've been thinking of infiltrating the Republican Party, go register as a Republican and then go to Republican conventions and then talk about why we need to work with Democrats or be a sleeper fucking agent. I don't know. Do the things to get involved, but it requires organization. Get involved with your community. I'm going to go enjoy some quick flour real quick. Thank you so much for that paid tarot reading. That was one of my favorite ones I've ever given. And I will definitely be posting that later, at least the part where the devil flew out at me, because that was hilarious. And then, Taya, did you say random or did you have a preference? I will be back in a minute to get that started. And in the meantime, I will make sure that you have something, yes, for the deck. Oh, snap, crackle, pop, Rice Krispies. I'm old. Oh, shit. 30s are hard. Not Pop Tarot. As long as it's not the Pop Tarot. I do like the Pop Tarot, but it's not calling. I get you, 100%. That one is one where I usually only use it when people specifically ask for it. It rarely calls for different circumstances. Let's see. How about? Are you a fan of the show Supernatural? I have the box open. You can absolutely ask some questions, whatever questions you have. Never watched the show. Kind of want to. I won't use that one then because that has a lot of spoilers. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Memento Mori deck. It does not have a guidebook, so I will read out of my Nightmare Before Christmas guidebook. You have 3 questions. You got it. You can have, I think that one was the 25-minute one, so you've got the full 25 minutes no matter what. or 35, however many minutes it says. I will double check in a second when I go to my thingy. I'm gonna go get in the correct frame of mind here so I can connect appropriately with my spirit guides, who are my brothers and my dad. They passed away, so they are my spirit guides. And they were potheads. Well, hot in here, so take a long and when I just say, okay, one time now, I'm writing it down. Second year internship. Oh, how cool! Absolutely. Let me go get the right frame of mind and then I'll start the clock. Almost forgot the baby monitor. Cat Tex. This is Nala. You little shithead. We had 3 questions, one about love, internship, and then tarot advice. My my coughing was smashing the piano, that's hilarious. Alrighty. I have been doing tarot on and off since I was literally a little kid. I used to play with my mom's tarot deck. I should say she has like 1 tarot deck. It's a really, really special one. She still has it. And started with it when I was like 6, 7, 8 years old, something like that. Wasn't my focus when I was in school, and then I picked it back up again in adulthood. I'm not very, like, social media savvy, and that obviously I do not have, like, a million followers or anything like that, so when it comes to that kind of advice, you might wanna ask somebody who's, actually got followers. But my biggest advice in general when it comes to tarot, just generally speaking, is to be authentic. Me too. That is so cool. You started at 15 when you learned. That is so neat. My spirit guides, just to kind of give reference, my brothers, Tyler, Michael, and my dad, Sam. Obviously, that's when he was a kid. That's me and my dad when I was a kid. Let's make me do the puzzle piece. Okay, there we go. Some men around me. That's not surprising. All the men in my family died. It's just me and my mom left. I don't want to get into me. Mm. So, for the first question of love, okay, we've got justice. And the fact that it's reversed indicates that in the past you found difficulty with finding a relationship that was balanced. Somebody always had to be uh, the one in charge. And there was always just that lack of communication that made it equitable. Completely new. Woo! Charts, charts, charts. What was with that one? Suggesting literally moving. It's funny. Take that one. It fell from the deck. So the Knight of Swords reversed. We've got hesitancy and not being sure what to do. Moving is hard. I've done it a couple of times. The Hanged Man points to patience and self enlightenment and growth. So once you've had a chance to really grow yourself, then you will be provided with the opportunity for that so called true love. My husband likes to tell me when he stopped looking for love is when he found me. And I'm like, that's also like one, that was adorable. Also, we were teenagers. The Nine of Wands in love typically would point to feeling self conscious and maybe even defensive. Throw it out of my hands, why don't you? Jesus. And then we go with the Knight of Pentacles, which is a good sign that in the future you may be presented with an opportunity. One thing I like about tarot is the legitimate psychological, therapeutic benefit of it. Do I think that tarot exactly tells the future? No. Do I think it can read energy? Kinda. I think that it tells a story, and we are the ones that decide if that story relates to us or not. And I think tarot can be very healing because it helps us connect the dots and point to what we want if we have a question about something. So that's kind of goes into your question about tarot and advice about tarot. Be authentic as possible. Be as true as possible. I don't pretend to know everything about the person I'm reading because I genuinely don't. But what I do know is how the cards are making me feel. And I do know I have a way of connecting with people. So we have the Five of Pentacles reversed. This points to healing after a difficult time, whether that's financially, materially, or within your community. So I'm thinking with this, it's saying that once you get through the harsh winter ahead, that things will start to look up. This always comes off as a very Christmassy card for me because you've got like the Christmas tree looking lights in the window. It gives a lot of Jesus. I'm like losing the name of A Christmas Carol. That's it. And brain fart. So for the love spread, I'm gonna put this over here. That's what I'm gonna start with here. Justice in my Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck, because this one does not have one. Reminds you of the beggars on the Christmas. Yes, exactly. Okay. Justice as a tarot card is all about due course, accountability, and deciding what's fair. Reversed, are you behaving in ways that align with your conscience? Examine your personal ethics and make sure they align with your actions. Make decisions carefully with the law of cause and effect in mind. Whatever action you take will have a reaction, so be sensible and be aware of consequences. And I think this has to do with your. I'm sorry, is this. I got thrown off for a second, like I was just listening to the soundtrack of The Nightmare Before Christmas, but I. Never mind. I think my brain is making some things up. Anyway. Who am I too stoned? I think this is about that fairness in past relationships or the lack thereof. Again, the imbalance and an impossibility of coming to center. Knight of Swords. Reverse, the Knight of Swords is unfocused and lacks follow through. Scatterbrained, he is overwhelmed by the unfinished tasks he leaves in his wake. Instead of spending energy starting new projects impulsively, complete what's already begun. You don't have to call us all out like that. Jesus. That was rude. That was really fucking rude. No, seriously though. Yes, this is the Memento Mori deck. I'm using my Nightmare Before Christmas guidebook since this one does not come with a guidebook. It is simply a deck of cards, but I do like it a lot. Um, this might be that when in love, you're feeling scatterbrained, unsure of where to go, what to do, whose advice to take, and that's okay. You don't have to do it perfectly. I think this is saying follow your gut and go ahead and pick a path and stick to it, essentially. Oh, thank you for the likes, the shares, the follows. Calling you out with the home renovation. See what I mean? It resonates with everybody. I love the psychology behind tarot cards. The Hanged Man. And is it up? It is upright. Winter, but I'm thinking about spring. Spring is often a perfect time to start a lot of projects. The hangman represented great pause, unexpected delays, and the need for a shift in perspective. Life is unpredictable, and your circumstances can change very quickly. It's easy to get caught up in plans, goals, and thinking about the future. But the hanged man reminds you it's important to pause every once in a while, focus on the present, and appreciate where you are in life. If not, a villainous boogeyman might just show up and do it for you. Which moves us on to the Knight of Pentacles. So I'm thinking after this great pause and self reflection and ability to figure out which path you want to go to, you then have the opportunity of the Knight of Pentacles, which is an offering usually. The Knight of Pentacles is a hardworking, steadfast person focused on being as productive as he can possibly be. He finds success in his endeavors by sticking to a solid routine. This card advises you to work diligently and focus on the details. Since this one was particularly for love, I'm thinking that this is in reference to the person who may be entering your life and offering you the opportunity for a date. Or maybe even just a hand friendship that could potentially turn into something more. Who knows? In general, this person is hardworking. That's the kind of energy I'm reading from it. And then we have the Nine of Wands. Absolutely, you can bend right. Candles in this deck. The Nine of Wands tells of a current need for protection and conservation. If you're going through a challenging time, self preservation is the name of the game. Guard your energy and resources. But remember, you're not alone. And don't be afraid to ask for help. So, in reference to love, this could be suggesting that you can reach out to others to be kind of your wingman or wingwoman, your person who can make sure that you're not only safe, but the person who can maybe help set you up with somebody that they think could actually match well with. Consider a blind date. Being put on a blind date with somebody that you trust. Double date, don't be just alone with a stranger if you can help it. Do all the safe things. Make sure somebody knows where you are, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. all the safety advice. So that's the first part. The second part of this is guarding your energy and your resources. You do not have to put out any more energy if the people that you are dating are not putting back the same amount. If you are asking 100% of the questions, that is not fair. And that goes back to the justice reversed part. So once you have the awareness that, hey, I'm doing all the work here, take a step back and see if they put in that effort. If they don't, guard your energy, walk away. They're not worth your time anymore. I have stole that from a TikTok, but it's good advice. I haven't dated since high school. I have been with my husband since 2009 when I was freshman in high school. So that year he was a junior in high school. We met through a mutual friend who was a year older than me and a year younger than him. And we met at her birthday party, and then we started dating like a week later when he asked me out on MySpace. So I haven't actually dated since before 2010. Um, I highly recommend going to other people for dating advice. When it comes to safety, I know that a little bit 'cause mm, 5 of Pentacles is the outcome card, and this was for the love question. You've been going through a tough time financially, professionally, or personally, but your luck is finally turning around. Hooray! Lucrative new opportunities come unexpectedly and just in the nick of time. I think you'll be very surprised when things happen the way that they do. It's going to be not just unexpected, but I think it's going to hit you literally out of nowhere. Like, oh, son of a bitch, is this really what's happening? So, for the next question you had, which was your second year internship, absolutely. Give me just a minute. Rhea, would you mind explaining my thing to the person who just asked that so I can focus on? I get distracted so easily. For your second year internship, what that looks like, Taya, did you want me to keep with the same deck or did you want to switch it up? I'm gonna go press the button to make my music going. Trust me. I already got it out. We'll keep it going. What does your second year internship look like? Oh, the Nine of Wands again. I'll read out of a different tarot deck so we get a different message for this one. Oh, Eight of Cups. So moving away from something. I'll give more in a moment. I'm kind of letting my thoughts. The deck is yelling at me that it doesn't want me to use this one for this question, so I'm going to start over with a new one. Do you saw how it stopped me from shuffling? It's like, no, bitch. I said, not this one. So this one is for your second year internship. Hello, everyone, and welcome. Rhea's got it covered in the chat. Thank you, Rhea. Thought I lost my medicine for a second. Okay, there we go. Second year internship. What does that can look like? That was a much smoother shuffle. Okay, okay. The Seven of Pentacles reverse. The Moon reversed. With this one, I'm going to read the guidebook after the first three cards, and now I'll continue on. And the Five of Wands reversed. Underneath that was the Page of Pentacles, which I just like this card, so I'm going to show it real quick because look at the little blip. Okay. The Five of Wands reversed. So with these three, this is about your second year in internship. There we go. Clever you. Not everyone can wrangle the treat out of the cat toy, but you're one of the smart ones. When reversed, maybe it's time to take a beat and go back to the drawing board. Lack of a clear long term vision, plus a solid dose of procrastination, is leading to a frustrating inability to get what you want. Staying stuck isn't doing anyone any good. Make a plan and take action. So I think right away it's clocking the fact that maybe in the past you've been a little bit on the procrastinating side. Been there, done that, I'm with you. Hospital social work, really want to be. That is so ambitious and cool. I wish I could do shit. The Moon is next. Oh, I flipped right to it. Number 18. And I'm going to read this up and down so you get the full reading on this one. At night, we do our best work. Dream, recharge, or run madly around the room, knocking things over. Used to be procrastinating. I still am. Night is when you see the most clearly your wishes, your desires, yourself. Pay no mind to the little dogs that would get in your way. They may create anxiety or uncertainty, but they're nothing more than pests. The crayfish represents the ego, hard-shelled and stubborn, which may also be unearthed in dreams. Follow your intuition. Push through these fearful illusions, and you'll always make it home by morning. I love this card so much. When reversed, the moon waxes and wanes, as do fear, confusion, and unhappiness. If no moon shines tonight, remember that it will again soon, and the sun will rise in just a few hours. This one feels a lot like a hopeful message card that things really will be all right, even if you find yourself in the trenches. I don't know about you, but when I was in college for my bachelor's, there was definitely more than one moment where I just felt so overwhelmed and I just wanted to throw everything out the window and say, fuck it all, I quit. And I didn't, and I have a bachelor's degree and woohoo. But this is saying if you get that moment of everything just feels like it's for a loss, just do your best to take a step back and rest. And remember that the sun will come up tomorrow, time will move forward, and this will all be a blink in the past. Oh my gosh. I I get that. If it weren't for me having to go to work like immediately after I graduated, I would have continued on to get my master's. Oh, if you're not careful, you will reach burnout hard and quick. The Five of Wands. There are only so many toys to go around, so there may be some competition on the horizon, even a little struggle and conflict in the seeking of rewards. Five of Wands reversed is one of the few cards whose meaning seems more encouraging than its upright meaning. Here, it suggests a spirit of working together in harmony to end conflict and develop mutually beneficial solutions, or at least to lift one's nose in the air and pat away with agree to disagree. So you might end up working with people unexpectedly or figuring out solutions that work not just for you, but maybe for others in your group. Thank you, Rhea, for keeping everything in order. Much appreciated. Let me see a comment real quick so people can see. Okay. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles, which is a little bit of concern over a loss of independence, often, not always, but often. Ooh, King of Cups, emotional maturity and fulfillment. That's a good one. Free is totally fine, y'all. If you want to do a free reading, that's totally fine. Paid takes priority, but everybody will be able to get a free reading right up to bed. You just may have to wait for me to go feed a baby if one wakes up. All right, the six. Yes, the six of swords reversed. So this is for your second year in your internship. Sorry for any weird noises. I got itchy and was overstimulated for a second. Woo! So we've got oh wait, I just did those. The nine. Here we go. I'm all over the place tonight. Peace and satisfaction abound. Is it possible you have everything you've ever dreamed of? You're trying too hard and it's putting everything off kilter. Your ego is in the driver's seat, which is clouding your vision and could lead to a real mess. Take a step back and reconsider whether or not you already have enough. This is saying don't be a perfectionist. You don't have to do everything perfect. Sometimes done is done, and enough is enough, and good enough is good enough. The King of Cups represents dignity, structure, order, and authority. He may be charismatic, but he also has a mercurial side. The King of Cups seems to have it all. He's warm, charming, wise, and sensitive. He's not afraid of intimacy or commitment, as the anchor shows us here. And he likes a good lap cuddle as much as anyone. But he is also a master of self discipline. So be prepared to give him a little space. He is deeply connected to the water, the dolphins on the wall representing his instincts for what lies deep beneath the surface. Trust that kindness and generosity are the key to setting sail. Again, this goes back to be kind to yourself and recognize when you need to meet your own emotional needs as well as your own physical needs. It is okay to take a step back, to skip a day of school, to skip a day of work, to give yourself a mental health break if that is what you need to do better the next day. And then finally, you have the Six of Swords for the outcome. And this is for your second question. If I could go the right direction, that'd be cool. You're feeling a little low, but you'll soon be moving on from a rough situation, or trying to, at least. Sometimes we aim to stretch, but our claws just get stuck on the carpet, making us feel a little trapped. You don't have to stay stuck, but you do have to take a good hard look at what you did to help create the circumstances. Again, procrastination and perfectionism go hand in hand with neurodivergence. I don't know if you happen to be neurodivergent or not. I am autistic, ADHD, late diagnosed very recently. So that might be a call out to say, Get the support systems you need in place so that you can help yourself succeed. You have ADHD. Called it. I can usually tell because if I like you, you're probably neurodivergent. So that's what I'm seeing here is you're gonna be stressed. You're gonna have some times where you're gonna be overwhelmed. You have opportunities to really take care of yourself and to put up those systems. And your final question was tarot advice. For that one, for basic tarot advice, I'm going to go with my basic tarot deck. The Hierophant tells us, oopsies, especially reversed, to go against traditional systems, to do things differently than other people do. You don't have to have a niche. You just have to be authentic. I think a lot of times when building your communities, people are like, get your niche, get your niche, get your niche. I'm like, bro, I have like 4 different things going on in my profile. And speaking of, we got the 4 of Cups here. Open voice. We have 3 people in line after this reading, all free. You got it. Open voice on how to get people to be interested in getting readings from you. Just do them, honestly. People want free readings. If you go live and say, hey, I'm doing free readings, drop an emoji, then people will do it. And all of a sudden, people will follow you because they're like, oh shit, somebody who's doing free readings? Cool. Once you get, your free readings going and you've got your people built up, then start charging for them. And as you see, people will pay for it. I don't have a million followers. I have fewer than 800 followers right now. And hey, good to see you. Long time no see. Um, and that's pretty much how it is. You don't count your chickens before they hatch. You figure out what it is that you want to do and you do it. Your tarot account only has 200. That's okay. When I started, I had 0. I went from being a part of a podcast where we had over 10,000 followers before they kicked me out of it. And then I started my account. My personal account had over 650 followers. Some were crossovers from there, right? Well, I didn't want to be associated with that podcast anymore after they kicked me out. So I deleted that TikTok and started a new one, this one. And I just built it up from scratch. A lot of the people who knew me for the last one who wanted to keep following me did. So I started off pretty quickly back up to like the 1 to 200 range. And then I just started doing this and people like it. They like authentic tarot readers. Judgment. I really think this is how many followers you can go live. You need 50 followers. So if you've got 50 followers, if you've got more than that, you can go live. Um, so with this judgment card, it's basically saying use your own judgment, trust your intuition. You do not have to do anything by anybody else's rules. We get to make our own rules. That's the best part about it. I do personal recommendation. I do recommend starting a Substack because then you can set up subscription-based services. People can sign up if they want to, and that could be pretty passive income. Um, Rhea is one of my best subscribers. But it's nice because, when something happens, oh shit, I forgot that I have a subscriber account and I go into my Stripe and the next day I can deposit $40 from the last 4 months of you can set your subscriptions up to however much you want. Thank you, Rhea. You genuinely have saved us with stuff like that because I remembered that one time when I needed some gas. Hey, the sun is telling you that you really genuinely should start doing it. If for no other reason than to bring yourself joy in life. People like it. People enjoy it. And if you enjoy it, that's the thing that matters. If you are doing what you love, you will attract the right kind of followers. The Queen of Swords tells me that you're a little harsh on yourself, and you don't need to be. You can trust yourself to know what you like and what you don't. If something, absolutely. You can follow me on whatever account you want, and I will be happy to follow you too. And because I definitely support tarot readers in general. I love, love, love sharing tips and tricks. We do on our podcast every week a tarot tutorial, not to be confused with Tarotorial, which is Raven and Rogue, and I love them, and I would love to get one of their decks for myself. But I haven't done that yet. That's one of the things I'm going to try to get a sample for one of these days, or when I can get like a refund sample, stuff like that. But I don't have enough followers to sell shit yet. But this is basically not being too hard on yourself. That's how I read it. Your outcome card. Ooh, shit. Wow, the Knight of Swords is telling you really to go for it, to go after it. Oh, that is really, really positive. I'm going to use my supernatural guidebook, but I'm going to skip over the spoilers because I know you said you wanted to watch it, but you haven't started it yet. Starting starting with the Hierophant. The Hierophant respects and values tradition, order, and rules. The tarot card advises you to put order to chaos using time-honored structures. But when reversed, it comes forward symbolizing the need to shake up traditions, question the rules. Ask yourself if conformity is serving you well or holding you back. Don't be afraid to blaze your own trail and create a path that works better for you. Oh, you have watched Supernatural. Oh, yeah, I have not watched Stranger Things. Yeah, Supernatural. This one is Billy. The Four of Cups. The Four of Cups reversed represents the feeling of getting your spark back. If you find yourself feeling lost or unsure of how to move forward, the Four of Cups reversed suggests a new path of fulfillment will soon be revealed to you. Again, just like they said, do as you enjoy. Fill up your cups, things you love. Judgment. The tarot card Judgment is all about reckoning and atonement. The message of the Judgment Tarot card is loud and clear. What you reap, you sow. The time to sow is now, as one cycle begins to come to an end. Balance intuition with logic to make decisions, and take time to really think through any and all possible repercussions of your actions to avoid regrets later. So basically, this is one of those things that if you want to be anonymous, then make that consideration. If you don't want your personal to affect your private, your professional life, such as with your internship or anything like that, if you don't want people to know that you're a tarot reader personally, then make sure you're putting in those things in place. That's kind of how I read that. The Sun. It's Charlie. The Sun tarot card represents happiness, positivity, and success. This is a sign of positive things to come and a reminder to stop and enjoy the little things in life. Use proud, self proclaimed nerd, Charlie, as inspiration to embrace whatever makes you happy. My dad always said, do as you love, and you'll never work a day in your life. That's why I'm trying to do tarot reading. I really like doing those. Then we have the Queen of Swords reverse. She becomes manipulative, calculating, and self serving. This tarot card reminds you of the importance of having compassion for others and warns you not to try to bully others into getting your way. That's mostly because of this deck using Naomi as its one. But for the most part, I think of this as not following the strict rules of order that come with influencers. you don't have to follow any kind of quick get rich quick schemes to get followers. You don't have to pay to get followers. You don't have to do all that kind of shit. TikTok may not be the best platform. I'm trying to gain my platform over on Substack, but in the meantime, TikTok works. Then we have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords represents an impulsive figure who steps in and takes action when others falter. If you find yourself stalling or putting something off, this tarot card advises you to act now. Saying now is the perfect time to do it. I really think it would be a great idea. I genuinely love doing this. It's one of the things that brings me joy because I feel like I'm helping people, even if in a very small way. Um, just because I get to share my personal experiences, I get to share my tips and tricks as a long-term witch and how I personally read tarot because I think a lot of people fall into the trap of there's so many rules and you have to read it a certain way and you have to do it this kind of order. You don't. You actually don't. Fuck all that noise. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Enjoy. So I think you should go for it. I think you should do it. Thank you all for the gifts. Wow. Thank you all so much. Okay. Taya, I think that was the full time frame. I don't remember if it was 25 minutes or 35 minutes, but I know we hit it either way. You're very welcome. I hope you enjoyed it. Oh, thank you. You're amazing too. Genuinely. I enjoyed that a lot. That was a really positive, like energy connection. These kind of things make me feel better about doing these at night, even though I run out of spoons during the day. These kind of things bring me more lift up the vibrations. Okay, everybody. Thank you all for being patient. Rhea, can you help me figure out who was next on the list? I know I saw Stolen Kiss. Stolen. How many babies do I have? I just saw that question. I have two. Okay, let's see. You guys rock. Thank you. You're always here. Geranium tea free. Got it. Okay. Green tea, stolen kiss. Thank you for the shares and the follows. Popped up 3 times on. Wow, that's impressive for me. I'll take it. I'm gonna go ahead and end my Substack because that phone about to die. And